Yeah, that's for sure, seeing all of those attacks coming in. But I think we're about to start, so let's get into the first attack. We have Yo-Yo starting things off with the Queen Charge Lalo. So we're looking forward to see what he's coming up with. Charging on the other side of the tunnel. This is, to me, really interesting, because whenever I see him Queen Charge, or like using the Queen Charge Lalo strategy, it's typically always on the Town Hall side. So this one's going to be interesting to see how he's approaching this base and how he's approaching this setup overall, because the core Single Inferno Tower might be a big problem for him.
Yeah, just breaking the Queen in so far to that little area and trying to get a quick wall break into this compartment. Just walking around past the Eagle and then presumably diving in towards the enemy Queen. Maybe he'll send something, have the Royal Champion in towards that Eagle. Interesting to see what he's going to do in that region, but as the Queen takes down the defending Queen, she'll be able to continue moving forward here and just being patient on the rest of the wall breaks.
Yeah, there's the next wall break going into that core, so he has access towards that Single Inferno Tower. There's the first set of Clan Castle troops coming out. There's a Headhunter in there, which might be a big problem for him. He's using the raids, using everything. There's the Royal Champion, exactly as you predicted. Meanwhile, we have the King going in for the skeleton compartment on the right side. This Queen Charge is already looking huge. Can he make that work? Using the Queen ability now, just to make sure that this Inferno Tower is going down before he has to face the Clan Castle. Defending Eagle is going down as well, and this so far is, I mean, to be honest, there's not a lot of base left to actually Lalo at this point, right?
There's not, and for a second I thought he was actually going to walk the Queen down towards the defending Royal Champion and that multi-target Inferno, because she's in that pocket now. She could reach pretty much everything from there and just Lalo those back 2 compartments. But he does decide to take out 3 compartments with the Lalo, going all out here, Yo-Yo. And so far, everything has clumped together. Has to use the Warden ability to help get through the scatter shot. Hoping he's just got enough force to get through the Town Hall at the end with this balloon push, because, well, he's struggling a little bit.
This is scary, especially with the outside cannon. All of the troops are going to go to the outside first. The Queen is still alive, yes, but the Town Hall is the last building. The one scatter shot was a huge deal on that back end. Now the question is, after having such a good start into this attack, can he make that work? If the Queen is about to die, this is going to be a 1-star. This is looking not good for him, and this might be... What is going on? What is going on? We just had so many 3-stars, and now we're starting off the finals with a 1-star. I'm kind of out of words, especially after this Queen Charge in the beginning. I feel like, as you said, maybe he should have waited to deal with the sweeper, and then maybe with the defending Royal Champion. So just the Lalo was a bit too early, considering how quick Lalo can be. But hey, this is a surprising start to this matchup.
Certainly a surprising start, because, as you said, both of these teams putting up perfect wars, and it's very rare that we do see 1-stars from either team at this caliber. So it really does show, you know, to people at home that 1-stars do happen. If it happens to you in your Clan War League matchups, obviously you want to try and have multiple plans so it doesn't, but you know, it's not the end of the world. It happens to the best of the players, and it's just trying to learn from that and move on from it. Yo-Yo, unfortunate on that one, but as we discussed, I think it was an incredible start. The Queen Charge looked overpowering, to be honest. He seemed to get a lot of value, and just an interesting move to send the Lalo in when he did. But Stadra with the P.E.K.K.A. Smash, something that we have seen. He's pretty proficient with this attack.
Yeah, and we have now Stadra with the P.E.K.K.A. Smash coming. I still can't get over this 1-star. It's so unfortunate. But hey, we see the Lock Launcher again. This is, I'm feeling happy again. We see the Lock Launcher again, and this is going to be a lot of logs rolling through that base. I think he's going to angle the Lock Launcher yet again. That he's going to get rid of all of the defending Clan Castle troops, which are going to come out there. But there is the double set of skeleton traps. Like, this is going to be not easy to deal with. There's the one Super Wizard. Oh, he needs to rage it. He needs to rage the Warden. And that was barely in time, but he made it work and saved that Warden ability for later in this attack.
He certainly did, because that is huge. If he'd have lost that Warden ability, it really would have been, like, what are we watching in terms of the start of this war? Queen Walkers, though, are going to be able to rescue that little start. One thing I always find interesting is Stadra likes to take the Golem in with his P.E.K.K.A. Smash as well, but he's got 3 Ice Golems alongside this one. Looks like the other 2 are going to be for his hero push to the right-hand side, and just allowing that Golem in the main army to absorb a lot of damage for not just the P.E.K.K.A. but the Super Witches as well. The Super Wizards, sorry.
Yeah, that's right for sure. And take a look at those healers, which is perfect healers, which those P.E.K.K.A. at this point are... They are just getting healed up again every single second again. He's just the Warden ability, which he can use at any point in this attack. Maybe going to use that really soon, because this defending Town Hall is start shooting back to those troops. The Royal Champ is trying to push everything back towards the Town Hall, but right now, I'm not sure the Warden is not really following. The Warden needs to follow soon, and he's right now, like, tanking and using those healers for nothing. Oh, can this work? Another invisibility spell, but this attack should get the 2nd star. But is it going to be a 3-star? Still the Warden ability. Does he even need to use the Warden ability? Where is he going to use it right now? Maybe for the Queen? Or is he going to try to swag it? What is going on?
I thought he was going to use it for the Queen. I was almost assured that he was. Oh my gosh. And then, you know, you're saying, is he trying to swag it? It looks like maybe he was, because he used it to protect the Yetis when it wasn't really even needed. It is going to, well, be close due to the storages, and maybe he shouldn't have tried to swag it, because the Archer Queen would have had one of those storages down. 11 seconds. Tornado traps there. Oh my word.
Oh, it was low.
Oh my god.
Last second. But yeah, that would have been kind of funny, to be honest, because he kind of tried to swag the Warden, then noticed, oh, it's going to be close. Should I swag it? Should I not swag it? Wasn't really sure, and then the Queen died already. So he could have made this way more one-sided with using the Warden ability, actually. But hey, a 3-star is a 3-star. This is what counts. And after the first attack already, we have a 2-star lead for Queen Walkers against Alternate. And now Alternate need to do the same thing what they had to do in the first match yesterday. Need to concentrate, keep doing their thing, and hoping that Queen Walkers eventually is going to drop a couple of stars. And, well, hopefully that they can keep 3-starring.
Exactly like you said yesterday, Itsu. They just need to focus on their own game. Make sure that they are putting full energy into those 4 attacks to give them the best result possible, and just hope that their bases do hold up. But as you mentioned, a dream start for the Queen Walkers. I don't think they would have expected to be 2 stars in the lead after the first attack against Alternate. We have Boom going back to his Blizzard method, but using the Dragon Riders on this one. In Itsu maybe wanted to switch from the Lalo just for you.
Yeah, I mean, he did that already, I think, yesterday. I think it did not 3-star back then, so let's see if he can make the revenge now against this base from Gaku over here. The value already is pretty nice, already getting out the Clan Castle, which is a huge thing with this strategy. Being able to take that out nice and early, because with taking out the Clan Castle so early, this is a huge defense regarding defending the attacking heroes. So being able to take that out early is a huge deal. But is the Queen going to the right direction? She should be, right? Yeah, she's going for this Town Hall. And then we're going to see the King and the Royal Champion pretty soon as well.
Yep, looks like he's just creating that pathing to dive the King in towards the multi-target Inferno. Royal Champion can obviously help with that. Getting the defending Queen out of the way as well will be huge over there, meaning that the Dragon Riders can swoop in from the northeast and take the Royal Champion down pretty early. Looks like he's saving the Royal Champion for the Dragon Riders. I thought he might have sent it in with the King to hopefully get across for that scatter shot, but is going to send the Dragon Riders up from the top with that Royal Champion. And all is looking pretty good so far with 2 invisibilities left over.
Yeah, using those invisibility spells maybe... Okay, never mind. I wanted to say to take down the defending King or make it invisible. But hey, now we have a lot of traps inside this core, and this is exactly what we were talking about with those Dragon Riders. If those Black Mines are hitting them, they're going to die kinda quickly, and we have the back and ground expert as well to defend against the Royal Champion. Can this still work? He has the freeze, he has the invisibility spells, which you said already, and this right now is looking pretty convincing right there. We have a Dragon Rider 3-star coming in for alternate, and this one is with 3 Dragon Riders alive, and the Royal Champion perfectly staying alive as well against all of the defending heroes and the ground expos. This was a really quick attack for Boom and finding the revenge to make sure they're, I want to say, staying in this match, but so far the lead from Clean Walkers is still quite big, to be honest. But I mean, hey, the chance is somehow still there. Let's put it like this, and let's see if they can somehow make the comeback possible.
Absolutely. He's so consistent with the Blizzard, Boom, that he made that look easy. And as you mentioned, they had to 3-star to have any opportunity here. I mean, Queen Walkers need to slip up not just once, but twice. But obviously, if he didn't 3-star there, then it really would start to look like, you know, potentially 3 stars behind with 3 attacks to go. You're questioning whether it's over before the halfway mark, really. But getting the 3 stars means that should they get a defense here, that's only a 1-star difference with 3 attacks. That's then a lot bigger of a chance for them to catch up.
Yeah, for sure, because, I mean, yes, it was a 1-star, but it was a quite high percentage attack. The worst thing would be obviously having a 1-star and it being a low percentage because something completely went wrong. But with still having a quite high percentage with only 1 defense or something like that, they could be already back in game. And this is still only the start of the match, right? So a lot of things can still happen. And at the same time, they just need to concentrate on their own offense. We know that alternate can come back from things like this. Against Queen Walkers, it's not going to be easy, but still, let's take a look at the next attack of Gaku against this base of Sir Iron with the Inferno Dragon and Dragon Riders coming in on this base.
Yeah, interesting. Something we don't always see from Gaku. Using that early Warden ability to get the Battle Blimp across. Maybe a little bit worried about baits on this one. Decided to just mix up the attack strategy, or perhaps just felt like giving it a shot. Who knows? But Inferno Dragons have got a good strong push, and they, again, I like the heal spell for the Inferno Dragons because you often see them go down relatively easily in the center of the base, but just look at the amount of red air bombs that they are absorbing, but then being healed back up. A good strong push so far from Gaku.
Yeah, that's for sure. Maybe one of the reasons why he's bringing the strategy is because he is, already training for the Clash Masters, the tournament of Carbon as well, where they're playing together. And Jack, his team partner, is being really famous for this attack strategy. So maybe he learned from him. And I mean, he has taught him everything. Just take a look at the overpowering attack, which Gaku has just shown. This is not even close. Queen ability, not even used, like, just used for time purposes. A huge overkill from Gaku. And wow, that was impressive. Really, really quick strike to take down the base from Iron. And yeah, I'm still blown away. Like, this was a super quick attack. Super simple, just with the heal spell as he said, and super effective.
1 minute and 27 seconds. Come on, Gaku, at least give us something to commentate, buddy. It took down the base too quick for us. Not quite as quick as I said. I believe he got 1 minute 16 in one of the community tournaments, but as you mentioned, clearly picking up how to beat bases with that attack strategy, and you can see why clans will want to use it, because, I mean, it just burns down the bases. I wish I could learn those techniques that he certainly just picked up, because that was amazing to see.
Yeah, I feel like the most important thing are like sweeper setups, obviously, and then things like the pathing of those Inferno Dragons with the Dragon Riders, which apparently was really, really good for him on this base. I think it's the difficult thing to spot those, like spot the weak point of the base, especially if it's not symmetrical. So you have to choose the side, obviously, and maybe the blimp angle and the timing. But he made things look super easy on this one. and getting into the next 3-star. And so far, QueenWalkers is showing no weakness whatsoever, which Alternate needs at this point. Like, yes, Alternate needs some defenses, but so far, QueenWalkers are just saying, guys, we're just doing our thing, just keep 3-starring, and it's not going to be easy at any point for Alternate. We still have Stars coming up, Klaus, and Utah, so it's not going to be any easier to defend at some point. For Alternate, at this point, it's all about just keep 3-starring to somehow stay inside this match and hope for the best.
Yeah, I mean, if QueenWalkers continue to do what they do, then, I mean, they're going to close this one out relatively quick, aren't they, with the 2 stars they already have in the lead. So Alternate really do just need to focus on their game, as you mentioned, and hope they get a slip up, but you know, we mentioned in terms of after that last attack from Boom, oh, if the next one's a defense, and then Gaku goes and does that. So it's not really looking likely at this stage, but I guess we can, you know, just wait and find out. I would say, though, about the Inferno Dragon strategy, I know we were briefly discussing the strategy and specifics of it. I feel it's a little bit like the Electro Dragons, where it looks easy, but actually the spell deployments of the skeleton spells and just being able to get the timing and the position of those right is a little bit tricky as well. It looks like just a spam strategy, but the spell placement is so critical.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Like, it looks way easier than it is. And we have the next attack coming in on this base from Sadra. And he's coming in with a Queen Charge Dragon Rider with 1 Yeti overall, charging his king into that compartment. The Queen, meanwhile, is designed to take down the Town Hall compartment then. Then we have for the back end those Dragon Riders. I like already the look of having like the Slammer in this army composition. I'm a huge fan of that. I think it's way stronger than the Blimp. And let's see if Iron can somehow showcase that on this attack.
Nice wall break there towards the Wizard Tower to open that up. Also has the Yeti, obviously, on the cannon to funnel that as the Queen will take down the Clan Castle troops. And as you mentioned, be able to have that stab in towards the Town Hall. Has multiple rage spells that he can commit to the Archer Queen, and still has the 3rd wall break. So looks as if Sir Iron is wanting to get his Queen in towards the inside, and as long as he gets her towards those multis, he could just create that pathing, as you mentioned, for the Dragon Riders, who could sweep probably over from the 3 o'clock area, giving the sweeper placement. Just being patient here. With the Stone Slammer, he doesn't have to worry as much about time on the Dragon Riders, because Stone Slammer, Royal Champion, he can flush through that top area pretty quick, so he can now allow a little bit more time for his Queen Charge.
Yeah, but he needs to be careful with not taking too much time for the Queen Charge. Let's see where he's starting off. I think he's going to start from the right side. Yes, in the back of the sweeper, sending everything in. It's 1 minute and 15 seconds for this attack, so time is for sure going to be close, but he can use the warning ability any second now. There it goes. There is another rage as well, just to make sure those Dragon Riders are getting through all of those defenses just a little bit quicker. The Slammer by this time already, though, is opened and released a couple of more I think one more Dragon Rider was in there as well, and this Queen is now charging in there, taking some more defenses out, some Tesla. The back-end Eagle is the biggest threat at this point.
It certainly is. He still has the Queen ability, RC ability that he can use. Decides to use the invisibility to catch some of the Dragon Riders as well. That was perfect, actually. Got not just the Royal Champion, but every Dragon Rider inside that invisibility, so that he could then use the Royal Champion to ping through a couple of those defenses. Really, like you said, it's just going to be time coming down to the end of it, because he couldn't really send the minions in, and even though he has, one of them has got picked off, and that is huge, given that the Queen has had to bypass down towards the south of the base. It's actually going to be a couple of seconds short. Can you believe it? Which means that alternate attacks could find themselves 3 stars behind in this war, depending on the next attack from the Queen Walkers.
Yeah, for alternate, they had to 3-star to stay somehow in this match. At this point, it's going to be, yeah, more unlikely and more unlikely, which is really, really tricky for them to stay in that. Queen Walkers, they have a really chill situation right now. Like, They have everything in their own hands. They could get a 3-star lead if they're getting another 3-star in. And this would be, wow, I mean, 3-star lead after already 3 attacks each or something. That is not an easy thing to overcome or come back from. And, well, looking forward to see what Stars does next for Queen Walkers. But typically he has something creative in store for us to enjoy and obviously enjoy watching them.
Yeah, Stars, I think, is just one of the best players in the world. Not just his creativity, but the way he's always so calm as he does the attacks, and everything is so well planned out and structured. But interestingly, we are seeing another dragon-style attack from the Queen Walkers. It looks like it's more of a mass dragon, but I'm interested on those invisibility spells. Is he doing a blizzard into dragons? Certainly looks that way.
Yeah, it looks that way. It's a super risky blimp. He's trying to get onto... No! I thought he would try to get onto the clan castle or something, but he has something completely different planned right there. There's the first giant bomb, though. If there's somewhere a small bomb, this could be a quick finish or like a quick... Oh no, there's only one giant bomb. That's interesting. No small bomb added to this one, which could have been kind of devastating to those super wizards right there. And now the Queen should walk around, and then we can see already the pathing for those dragons later on from this top right side. But the Queen and the King for sure need to take down their town hall to make their plan somehow work.
Yeah, you can already see that pathing, as you said, but look at the channel as well with that open wall where he's just going to allow the Archer Queen to walk down and in there towards the town hall. Does he even just send the King to the outside? I mean, he's not got any healers for the Queen, so yeah, he is going to break the King in, but at a different angle to the Queen, which is quite smart here to allow the Queen to just sneak in the back door, if you will, towards the town hall. There is the blimp, the tornado trap, obviously down that area to bait the blimp. But with that Queen ability, he'll get that town hall and move on forward.
Yeah, and maybe he can get now the Singing Furniture as well, and the Air Expo on the back end. Taking that out would be always great. And he's choosing a complete different angle than what I thought. Like, he thought what? Not going into the eagle first, having the eagle on the back end. That is super surprising to me. Really, like, looking forward to see if this is going to be enough power-wise, because back end eagle is typically something which is really scary. Yes, this one Dragon Rider for the left air defense as well if you want to deploy it any second. Now the scatter shot though is dealing a ton of damage right now. There's the funnel E-Dragon to push all of those dragons back inside the base.
Yeah, it's interesting for sure. I mean, he's doing okay right now, as we see. He's still got 2 freeze spells for the back end of the base. 4 balloons that he can hopefully send in towards that air defense. But the Royal Champion is not going to get the Eagle. I thought he might have committed a freeze spell in order to help her do that. However, it's not looking too bad here as the Eagle falls. The balloons cruise on towards that air defense and take it down.
Wow.
He's actually going to get this very convincingly, Itsu.
Yeah, I thought it would be super close, like with the back-end Eagle, especially against dragons, which are typically kind of like slow overall. I thought it would be like a pretty close attack, but I mean, Stars is showing us how it's done with those dragons, exactly knowing how many loons he needs to save for this back-end air defense. This is so impressive. Like, always take a look at his posts on Twitter, for example, when he's showing how he's beating the new challenge, like how many swag troops he can use, how many time he has left. This is just so impressive. Like, I feel like he's just living Clash of Clans. He exactly knows how many troops he needs for which building, and this is exactly showcased in that attack just there. We have the next attack already coming in, a Queen charged Dragon Rider with 6 Dragon Riders. This is a lot of Dragon Riders for a Queen charge based attack. So let's see how that goes.
It certainly is. I mean, he's managed to keep 10 minions, which is important. I feel if you're taking any less than that, then you are going to run the risk of a time fail in terms of the Dragon Riders. It is super important to have. We kind of missed the start a little bit there. King did get into that compartment and take it down, but the Archer Queen is going to be relatively safe getting the clan castle, and then you can see the wall break into that town hall compartment. So it looks all calculated so far for Ast. But it's really, like you said, that strong push with the Dragon Riders and with the Stone Slammer to support it. Looks like he could have a lot of power through the back end of the base.
Yeah, and the Eagle looks really nice to get into, but at this point, where is he going to send the Royal Champion? Is he going to send the Royal Champion with those Dragon Riders? That's the big question right now. The Queen should now walk inside. She's looping around that wall, should get into the tower soon, but there is the Single Inferno Tower non-stop shooting at her. Invisibility spell is getting used as well. Eagle shots, what are they going? Okay, Eagle shots are going into something useful. And we have the Royal Champion forcing everything back inside. And there is the Dragon Rider start from the right side. Slammer in, not just yet. Maybe to push everything back inside onto the mortar. But this so far is looking really, really strong for what us is doing.
Yeah, and he's still got a wall break, which is perfect for the Archer Queen. Just look at that to allow the Queen into the middle, take the multi, and even get to work on the Tesla. The Royal Champion down the bottom as well has worked out perfect. I mean, is he even going to lose a Dragon Rider here? There is so much left over. He's still got the Queen ability despite such an extensive Queen charge. And yeah, Dragon Riders are going to indeed crush this base. We've got the King as a last-ditch attempt to try and slow down the minions, but with this many Dragon Riders, the Queen alive, the RC alive, there is no chance. What an attack by Ast, showing the power of the Dragon Riders here, Itsu, when you can indeed get a proficient Queen charge.
Yeah, that's for sure. The Queen charge was beautiful. Getting the Queen, even the last layer, into the core, into the multi-inferno tower. And those Dragon Riders, the pathing was just perfect. No sweeper against them. And they just went through this like nothing. Obviously, the King creating this pathing in the beginning, which you mentioned, was key. Getting the scatter shot out of the way, luring out the clan cast, everything perfectly planned. And now we have, yet again, Queen Walkers. And we have Klaus, the man, the myth, the thumbnail legend, getting in his next attack, and I'm looking forward to see what he's going in next with, like his attack strategy and what he's trying to attempt next. He already did earlier today a crazy hero dive with the jump and Lalo, which was quite impressive to watch. So let's see if he's going to do something creative like this again.
Yeah, I'm sure that whatever he comes up with, he always has those little moments that just make it a Klaus attack, doesn't he? And he certainly doesn't have the pressure that he had within the first war, where it was very, very close between Queen Walkers and HT family. They're a little bit more in, you know, the driving seat for this one, but do they go all out to really put on a show here and you know, smash the victory over alternate attacks? So that's the main question. As we were, you know, discussing yesterday, I'm sure the plans don't change a lot, but maybe there's little things within the strategy that they see and that he wants to be creative with, and it's just whether he then takes that risk to do so. But we do have a jump spell. It's not going to be the Queen charge, but it's going to be the invisibility Queen charge, we can suspect.
Or is it, I guess it's going to be a blizzard, as this entry looks like right now. But I mean, you never can be sure, to be honest, even if you see the start of the attack. But so far, it's... Wait, why is he having giants in there? What is... What? I'm kind of confused by those giants. I guess the giants were designed to do off the clan castle. Like, he did not want to invest too much into this blizzard. He just wanted to take down the eagle, lure out the clan castle as well, which is obviously something really powerful, because having not to deal with the lava hound inside the base is something really important. And now he's having a golem push, and my prediction would be that he's trying to push in from the top right side into the town hall with that jump. This is a classic Klaus plan. Like, to be honest, let's see how that works. There's a double wall break to get his queen into the mix as well, but the scatter... No! The wall break is actually surviving, leading everything into the next compartment, and now the Royal Champion is coming in. Probably designed to take down the multi-inferno tower in the core as well, and this... I mean, if this is going to go to plan and he's going to get the tunnel, where is that base? Like, this is just looking incredible value-wise. Like, how do you have plans like this? What is going on?
I have no idea how he does this. I mean, the fact that he can get so much value from the heroes is incredible. There we have the he still has 2 invisibilities for the Queen that he's not used yet. And her ability for the Town Hall. Now he can Lalo just those 2 little compartments at the bottom of the base. He still has 5 spells, Itsu, unused, and yet the base is pretty much gone. Klaus with, yet again, a masterclass.
Yeah, there's the NATO, though. This multi-Inferno Tower could be a big threat right now. Maybe we were calling it too early. He has not too many spells left now at this point. Red bombs and the dream could be over. Typically, though, the red bombs are inside the core of the base. But most of those dunes are pretty low already on hit points. And there is the back and air defense. Need to make sure that he's sniping this outer tower maybe with those remaining loons. No, instead he's going for the Tesla on the back end. The question now, is this going to be enough? Can those dunes finish off their defense? And it looks like, yes, they can with those minions tanking. And time should be no issue whatsoever either, I think. Yeah, those dunes are going to... Wait a second, the baby dragon just died.
Oh, no! The baby dragon went down to the Seeking Air Mine. Is it going to be enough? Grandwater moves across with the owl. 3, 2, is it enough? Oh, it's not! Can you believe the HP on that clan castle must have been 1? It was that close. Wow.
The plan was OP. I think just this one invisibility spell, which cost where he made the Wizard Tower invisible, and the Wizard Tower with pretty much 0 HP, I think, took down so many hit points off those loons. But yeah, it was an incredible plan. Either way, it's always like a crazy movie to watch with those attacks of Klaus. But I mean, at this point still, we have to face it, right? This match still is out of hands for Alternate. They're coming in with their last attack, which is Musk coming in with yet again another Queen Charge Dragon Rider. It kind of seems like that Alternate heard my statement, which I said earlier, and trying to convince me otherwise. So let's see if this Queen Charge Dragon Rider is going to be as OP as the attack of us just was, which was really impressive to watch.
It certainly was, and an interesting base design here from Utah 14. But Mask is going to have his Queen Charge direct in towards that Town Hall. Can actually just nicely lure out the Clan Castle troops pretty easily here early on in order to take that down comfortably. But the sweeper behind the Town Hall could be a little bit of an issue, particularly as he charges forward and pushing those healers back. I'm just intrigued as to what he's going to push through the middle here. And exactly with the Royal Champion, is he going to try and flank something, or is he actually going to just send it in with the Dragon Riders? What do you think, Itsu?
It's a tough call at this point, to be honest. There are so many possibilities which he could go for. Sending in the King now. He could send for one of the scatter shots, the Royal Champion in. So there are a lot of possibilities at this point. I guess it's depending on his choice right now, what he wants to go for. So we kind of have to wait and see what he thinks right now is the best choice. There's the Royal Champion. I'm not sure if she is going inside. I feel like she might go towards the Wizard Tower at this point. Where I think the scatter shot might be the better place to go. There is the NATO trap, but the Royal Champion finally arrived. Wait a second. The defending Queen jumped over and he's not getting that scatter off the way.
He froze as well. He froze, it got the scatter, but the RC was already down, and the Queen actually jumped out of reach from that. Look at that one balloon he's sending across to try and take it down, because he knows it has just a tiny little bit of health. Still has the Queen ability for down the bottom, but the Dragon Riders have a little bit of an issue here to get through the sweeper onto the single target Inferno, when we know that there's going to be traps in that area as well, presumably.
Yeah, but the Dragon Riders are still going strong. The one Dragon Rider in the core, he used so many spells for it to save it and maybe take down even the single Inferno Tower, which is looking good right now. And yes, it's going down with the last shot. And this means it is going to be another 3-star. So many Dragon Riders alive, and Musk is getting that 3-star on Utah. And I mean, even though they had this unfortunate start, they're still getting those 12 stars on the board. But at this point, it means only 2 stars should get Queen Walkers that victory at the end of the day. And we can see the stats right now below us as well. It's looking really good for Queen Walkers.
Yeah, particularly because they've only dropped 1 percentage point as well. So even if they were to get a high percentage 1-star, as you were saying the alternate attacks one was, then they would still get the war essentially. But save 2-star being a easier option. Either way, though, UTA14 is just going to really try and put the cherry on top, get the 3-star, and put up a commanding performance. Because remember, it is only week 1 of the Clash Masters, and all of the teams will be starting fresh again next week. And that is how you can also get involved. We'll tell you a little bit about that after this next attack, because we have to give full focus to UTA14. He always has some impressive queen charges.
Yeah, I feel like he's already queen charging the 1-star 90% only with his queen. So let's see if he can make that work with his next attack. Queen charge Lalo, queen charge Dragon Rider is his thing. And what is he going for? Queen charge Dragon Rider it is on this base of us. Bring a couple of invisibility spells as well to the mix, just to make sure that his queen is staying safe. Especially if charging into one of those single Inferno towers, it might be a good choice bringing that. 3 super wall breakers, so not as crazy as usual. But let's see how this charge into the tunnel compartment is going to work.
Easy funnel with the sneaky goblin, just nicely taking that out. I feel the super troops certainly have sneaky goblin and super wall breakers. I would say is the most popular. I know we see a few of the other troops, but definitely this tends to be the war combination for just setting up the funneling and then getting into the base. Nicely set off that funnel on the opposite side for the queen to dive in. And there's a few dangerous defenses around this town hall, as you said, it's just trying to defend the town hall with it being so strong currently in terms of that poison. You really need to either hero dive it, blizzard, or the queen charge. You do not want to be sending your main army through it, that is for sure. So that's why we tend to see those big defenses around it. And UTA14 is going to have to turn everything invisible because he's dealing with the clan castle troops and still has a single beaming down on his queen.
Yeah, not sure if that invisibility spell was the right choice. It feels like maybe a freeze would have been a better choice. Making her invisible, though, yet again, now it's a really good move because he's making his queen go strong against that single Inferno tower. Needs to freeze it yet again. So a lot of spells were invested to get through this part of the base. And now we have the Dragon Rider starting in from the right side. First, Black Mine's already hitting, so maybe this attack was expected by Alternate. Let's see if they were able to somehow bait this. First Dragon Rider is already gone out of the game already. And now it's all about the Slammer tanking as many Black Mines as possible. There are the Ad-Hunters. This means Warden ability really soon as well to protect them. And the defending Royal Champion should be taken down. The next 2 Black Mines are being tanked by that Warden ability. And now the attacking King in for the Eagle. Royal Champion in there to push everything through the core. This is not looking too bad.
It's not looking too bad at all. If the King gets this Eagle down pretty quick in combination with the Royal Champion, as it does, it will help the Dragon Riders. But unfortunately, the Dragon Riders did indeed go down to that area. King not quite taking it down fast enough.
Wait.
And it's falling short towards the end. Is the RC ability going to be the savior? He's got no spells. It's not going to be enough. Itsu moving down to it. Just lost out too much in terms of those Dragon Riders, and another defense for this strategy.
Wow, like the Dragon Riders just disappeared. I feel like there were so many still going strong, and the Warden ability even blocked 2 Black Mines. And then from, yeah, like a couple of seconds only, those Dragon Riders just disappeared. Even with the Royal Champion and the King pushing in from the bottom side to have the perfect pathing into the core, it feels like Alternate 100% guaranteed saw this plan. And we saw already the first couple of early Black Mines. And this was a good indication to show that this attack was baited. But hey, we have the winner of the first week's qualifier. And this is Queen Walkers winning against Alternate.
13 to 12 stars, a fantastic war either way, and it is going to mean that Queen Walkers have the most amount of points and they do win the prizing as well. So why don't we take a look at the bracket so we can see it fully completed for you, what we have casted in the previous 2 days. Queen Walkers being victorious all of the way through, alternate obviously second. We did see that third place matchup as well. It's to MCES beating HT Family, and we will start to see the leaderboard shaping up a little bit, but it is only week 1.
Yeah, it's only week 1, so let's take a look at the leaderboards, because, I mean, with week 1 already over, we can see the first couple of points. We can see those points coming in. 15 points for Queen Walkers, 12 for Alternate, and so on. So a lot of points are getting collected all over. Fireworks, NT Legends, Space Station, Top and Empire all getting 6 points on the board. And those leaderboards are going to be, well, updated every single qualifier for the next 2 weeks. And then we're going to see our top 4 teams. This is why they're highlighted in yellow, to make sure that, well, all of you guys can see which are the teams who are going to get to the playoff stage, because that one is then going to happen